You're exactly right. And, to even like have a chance to play with those two teams, we got to have all our ones up and running. And our team has been beat to Hades for the last 3 weeks. I mean, I had two receivers going into the game. I've never had that happen to me in my life. I had Sam Pfeiffer, who's a redshirt or is a true freshman, healthy for the game, and Rad Premovic. That's all the only receivers we had for the game. Well, they have a tough time getting open against those corners from Ferris that are just playing press, and then you have no threat of the pass, so they're just loading up on you. The way you move on from it is you accept where you're at and you improve on it and you move forward, because you really don't have time to sit around and dwell on it, because everything happens too fast for the next game. And everybody's got a 24-hour rule, and you got to move. You got to move. So we clean it up Sunday. We have recovery lifting, and we have meetings to review the game, and then we have a team meeting, and we put it out what we want to get the message to, and we move on and get ready for Saginaw. That's just the way it is all the time, win or lose. It's harder getting over these last two ones than when you win. It's easy to get over win.
Yeah. So. Well, Coach, when we sat here last week, we talked about how you have to mentally prepare yourself and what you need to, the places you need to go to get ready to play in those kinds of games. When it all kicked off on Saturday, how do you felt like the guys answered that call to action?
Well, I mean, they gave us everything they had. We were just way outmatched. We were way outmatched. We got absolutely destroyed in the perimeter in the run game, and we couldn't handle the speed, and we didn't tackle well. And so they got some elite people, and we're not there yet, and we couldn't deal with them. And on offense, we did some good things. We should have had some fourth down conversions. We messed up a tight end blocking assignment on both plays on the fourth downs that we had them all blocked. It looked real good, except for one guy. And you can't do that against those people. I'm not so sure those aren't, I don't get the luxury to see Pittsburgh State and the rest of them right now, what they all look like. But their quarterbacks are coming around at Ferris. They're getting Trey back for the Davenport game. I think them and Grand Valley are going to be matching up again real soon if they just take care of business. I think the only people that can beat either one of those teams are themselves at this point.
So, Coach, this Saturday coming up here is Senior Day. Talk a little bit about this group of seniors, what they've meant to you and to your program.
And right now we're looking at 15. We've got some guys that that were here with us back in 2017, and they mean the world to us. No matter what quality of player they are, I don't care if they're first team, second team, or scout team. I don't care. They've been with us the whole time we've been here, and they've gone through some turbulent affairs, to say the least. And they've had some good things, and they've had some hard things, but they're top-notch people, and they've got degrees. Some of them already, about a third of the class already has degrees, and they're working on post-bachelor work, and they're going to do good. And I love those kids. They're great kids. They're great kids. And we'll honor them on Saturday. We'll have to play well.
So Saginaw Valley is the opponent for that Saturday's game. Talk about what you've seen from the Cardinals and how you feel the Cats match.
Yeah, they're a gifted team also. They're a gifted team. I looked at the top 25, I think, before they got rated, and you've got 4 teams in the league in the top 25. And that's just the way the league is. And Saginaw is one of them. And they went to a point with Davenport on Saturday. So they're playing a new quarterback. I expect to see number 5. He's a really good athlete. He can run like heck. Kid by the name of Grissom, and he was actually playing wide out. I think he's a transfer from Eastern. Typically, number 3, the Brito kid, who's a transfer from Central Florida, has been playing for him. But it looked like he was nicked for that game. I think he got nicked in the Wayne State game, so I expect to see 5. But you got to get ready for both of them because you don't know. And so they both do different things when they play. There's a game plan for him, and there's another game plan for him. So you got you got to dust up and get ready to handle either one of them because you don't know. But he can run, man. He can run, and he's athletic. And so we'll have to plan accordingly. Good wideouts. And Casey Williams is still there. I recruited Casey when I first got to Northern 6 years ago, and he's one of their top players on offense. He does a good job. Duke Andrews is a good tight end for him. I like their new running back, Malcolm. He's a little guy, but he can scoot. He's quick and he's hard to get off his feet. If he gets a step on you, and the same with Grissom, if they get a step on you, you're done. You're not going to see him till the end of the play, and then it's usually block left or block right. So they've got those guys. Brady's done a nice job recruiting, and they got a lot of players. Defense, they're salty in the D-line. I've watched enough of them crossover film breakdowns. Inside, they're real twitchy and they're powerful and they're hard to move. And on the edge, they're bigger and they're pretty fluid and athletic and they're physical. Their Mike's a good player. They got 2 bucks that I think are real good players, and their secondary solid. So they're a damn good team.